Hey Dave, welcome to Tech Trends.
Hello, CFA.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. This is 2022. It's the start of the year. Tell me a bit about your thoughts for how you perceive tech in 2021.
Uh, Tech, there was a big boom in 2021 because we were just coming from the real pandemic year, which is 2020. So in 2021, a number of tech that had to do with teleconferencing and techs that had to do with um, online transactions, they saw a very big boom. And then there's this NFT that came from 2020 and saw a very big boom in 2021. So these are the tech that saw a lot of success. And then they also set the stage for the techs that will see a whole lot of success in 2022.
So prior to the pandemic, which was 2020, how did you rate tech, particularly in Nigeria, prior to the pandemic?
Okay, I think that that 2020 saw a very big shift in the way tech was running in Nigeria. For instance, in Nigeria, there used to be a whole lot of physical tech gatherings, tech community building, and we saw the likes of Facebook, Google, trying to establish a whole lot of communities in Nigeria. But when the lockdowns came, that whole idea kind of died, or at least died down. Now we started seeing more online Zoom-based meetings and then a whole lot of things. But then prior to 2020, we saw a few fintech startups, uh, a few of them. But then when 2020 came, we started seeing a whole lot of fintech startups getting a lot of funding, like serious funding. And then we started seeing DeFi's. These are decentralized finance, basically fintech on the blockchain and crypto. A whole lot of them started getting funding from Nigeria.
Tell me, I mean, this is the start of the year, and a lot of people will be wondering what is in it for the year. So, from your perspective, what should people look out for when it comes to tech in 2022?
Um, there are three or four branches of tech that I feel will see a lot of big changes, especially with respect to investments too and stocks. For instance, we're going to see more of DeFi, decentralized finance, financial trading and tech startups that had to do with blockchain, crypto transactions. And then it's going to impact the likes of the traditional ones like MasterCard, Visa card. They are going to take a big hit. That's why some of them are already investing in DeFi's. So even Western Union. So the traditional way of sending money abroad from abroad to Nigeria, all those things are going to change and go into crypto. And it will be happening in seconds instead of days, demanding verifications. So startups that are going into that are going to be really huge. So if somebody is looking for investments, those are the kind of startups they should watch out for, because more people have stayed indoors in 2020 and more people are now used to making transactions. Also, the mega churches, very, very soon, once we get to a point where the crypto ban is lifted, they will start accepting crypto. I think there is one school in Nigeria that started in the north eventually. Very soon, the schools will start too. So payment startups that have to do with crypto, they're going to see a very big boom. Then we see the global trends like the rich people in the US, some of the richest people, they are buying up huge farmlands, which means in a way they are trying to monopolize the whole supply chain of agro products. And then the traditional ones like artificial intelligence and machine learning, these are skills that people should acquire.
So, in terms of trend, if you have to rate the technologies that you see that will bring further disruption, maybe one, two, three, four, five, what would you say?
I would say the biggest one will be the NFTs and the metaverse, because once the big guns come into something, you better follow on time. So Facebook had to rename its company to Meta, and that's coming after some other companies have already started investing heavily. In fact, there are people testing the metaverse now. Basically, what it looks like is like a very big game like GTA, where people are inside and then going in there to do things. You control your character inside. If you want to go to university, you control yourself. So I think that metaverse is going to bring a whole lot of boom this year. Sometime before the middle of the year, it's going to go live in one way or the other. So another one is blockchains and crypto in general with respect to DeFi, decentralized finance. MasterCard and Visa Card, I believe they are going to face a very big hit this year with respect to at least 2-3 of those DeFi startups rising to the occasion to challenge them, you know. So I think DeFi startups, investing in them now would be a very great idea, either investing in startups within the country or investing on those ones that are already out there.
All right. So if there's one skill that you would advise a young person watching this show now to go for in today's world, what skill would that be?
100% go and learn programming. More devices are being introduced into our lives. I mean, more people are getting smartphones. So the whole tech industry will continue to grow. More and more people will keep getting smartphones and laptops. And then more machines will come into our lives. Very soon we'll start seeing the driverless cars on the streets and a whole lot of things. Knowing how to control these things will be a basic skill. In the past, people used to say that reading and writing is a basic skill. You know, we have come to that point that programming has become a basic skill. And if you can already code, you need to go higher into categories or fields like machine learning. More companies are getting more and more data, and then they need data scientists too. So machine learning, data scientists, data science, and blockchains are coming more and more. Eventually, by 2025, 2030, is going to be the normal way every other platforms operates, crypto and everything. So these are the tech fields that people should go into.
Yeah, but in terms of programming, based on the data you have from your own back end, what language people or should people sort of focus on, or is it just across board?
Not necessarily across board, because you need to go deep before you go wide. So knowing the right one to choose will always be of great benefit. So it depends. Sometimes it depends on the country. Some countries favor one language over another. In Nigeria, as of today, languages like PHP, Laravel, those ones, Laravel is a framework, of course. PHP, those ones are the ones that get the most job opportunities, followed by the ones like Python. And then it also depends on what you are going into. So if you're going into machine learning, you just have to know Python. There's no running away. Then it doesn't matter what you're learning. You have to learn JavaScript. Whatever else you want to do, you have to learn JavaScript first and foremost. Then for anybody to start at all, you have to start out with the basics, which is HTML, CSS.
Awesome. David, final word, Tech 2022. What would be your final word?
Okay, my final words is, all those are billionaires, you know, in Nigeria, those rich people in Nigeria, you have to start looking at investing in local talents. A number of our local talents have proven beyond every reasonable doubt that we have the capacity to compete globally. Many local talents have raised millions of dollars in terms of funding, and there are still many out there that they are like gems. They are worth millions of dollars, but then they still need that a few 100 million, 200 million naira to kick off. So those of us that have money, instead of wasting it to intimidate others, we should look into investing in in the small talents that are around, especially tech companies, tech startups that are around.
Oh, Dave. Oh, God. I feel you on that one. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yeah.
I wish you a very prosperous 2022. Thank you so much.
Thanks. I wish you too. Same thing too.
I have been chatting with a software engineer and tutor, Brain Temple Software, Dave Partner, who believes that the best is yet to come, and this year will witness increased activities in the ecosystem. Dave has been around for quite a while, and I'll say this, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to tech and innovation. That's our show for today. You can watch this and previous edition of the show on Channels TV, YouTube, or cfablog.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.